Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm Sandra from Diary of an Aussie Mum, and today I just thought I'll do a bit of a review for you guys. Now we have only just started trying to conceive, but I've actually been using the ovulation test that I will be reviewing today for the last 3 months. That is because we have a 14-month-old, and I figured that my cycles would have changed since being pregnant with him. And yeah, I've been kind of just using them to track when I'm ovulating in my cycles and the length of my cycles and stuff like that. So this is the first month we've used them to officially try to conceive. So I am reviewing the Clearblue digital ovulation test. This is the pink one that picks up your 2 most fertile days. So first I thought that I would just show you how they come in the box. So you get a pack of 10, and you get 10 of these little testing strips that you insert into one of these holders. And it's really important to actually keep the holder from the pack before, because it gets to know your hormone levels, and the first test that you insert into a new holder will always have a negative result, because all it's doing is kind of picking up your hormones and getting to know your hormones. So all you have to do is look at the little arrows and make sure you insert like this, and you hear a little click, and then what will happen is it will think like flash, and once it stops flashing it will either have a smiley face if you are ovulating within the next 2 days, or it would just have a plain circle with nothing inside the circle if you are not ovulating. And now I completely love this, and I love it because lines can be so confusing. Now, with my 14-month-old I only used really cheap internet dipsticks, and the lines were so confusing because you know, one day I would have really dark lines and I thought I was ovulating because it was the same as a control line, and then it would dip again, it would go light, and then 2 days later it would be really dark again and even darker than the control line. And that can get really confusing and really frustrating when you're trying to conceive. So seeing that smiley face is just, it feels more definite, you know. The test is definitely picking up that really strong LH surge, and yeah, it's just a lot less confusing than worrying about comparing lines on just a regular test. Now when you have stopped testing and you see that smiley face or no smiley face, just make sure you eject the test. It does say eject there, if you can see. Just because, you know, you don't want to do something that might affect the next test. You don't want to confuse the test reader or anything like that, if that sort of makes sense. So yeah, just eject properly, and yeah, it'll be good to go for the next day. Now depending on when your cycle starts, I start testing from day 13, and my cycles are 29 days long. And every single time I have used this, it's been amazing, because I've tested positive for ovulation on day 14, which actually means I ovulate on day 15 or so, because yeah, a positive ovulation test only means that the LH surge is at its peak, which means you will ovulate in the next 12 to 24 hours, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it doesn't mean you're ovulating right now. Well, that's what they say anyway. I don't know if you can see, but I think you can't see. I've confused my test because it's got a little book telling me to read the instructions, and it's blinking. So it's because I've actually used an old stick in the holder, so it's very confused. So maybe don't do that. Hopefully it'll be okay when I test again if I need to. So yeah, I'm really loving them. I find them so much less stressful to use than cheapies. The negative, I will have to say, is the price. I got these on sale, I think for $21, but they can go up to $35. So obviously if you're tight on a budget, I probably wouldn't recommend them. Another thing I would recommend doing is maybe if you're having any issues with cheap internet sticks, maybe to confirm, if you're not sure about what the lines mean, if they're not dark enough, or you think it might be dark but you're not 100% sure, like positive, you can confirm with these. That might be cheaper, so you can use it over more cycles. It's completely up to you. I think personally they are worth their weight in gold. We'll see how they go this month for us, but I completely love them, and other than the price, I don't see any negative in them whatsoever, and I highly recommend them. I know there is like purple ones that you can get, which will actually pinpoint your 4 most fertile days. So instead of just 2 like these, it will pinpoint 4. They are a lot more expensive. I've heard from girls that could be up to about $40 or $50, so that is a bit too expensive for me, so I won't be using them. But they actually pick up on your estrogen rise. Apparently your estrogen is supposed to rise before your LH, so yeah, that way it can pick up on your 4 most fertile days. But yeah, I'm not reviewing that, so I guess I'll stick to these. But I do really love them. I highly recommend them. I think if the cheapies are stressing you out like they were with me, I would go with these. Obviously if you can afford them. If you can't, keep using the cheapies. And temping is amazing, because stuff like this will only tell you if your LH surge has risen. It will not tell you if you've actually officially ovulated, and temping will. So good luck on trying to conceive, everyone. I will update you soon on my 2-week wait symptoms. About 4 days away from testing for pregnancy, so I think in another couple of days I will do a video on the symptoms I've had so far in my 2-week wait, and I can't wait to share that with you guys. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, please do, because it's a journey I'd love for you to follow us on. And thank you so much for watching, and see you next time, guys. Bye.